Or worker no play, right, Witcher? Bloody hell.
Sacre bleu! It's a crime! You're from the north, that's painfully clear.
Excuse me?
There is no excuse. There is but the need to outfit you anew. My salon stands open, please come in.
All jests aside, let me see what you got in your wardrobe.
I'm more than willing, sir.
In the mood for a round of Gwent? That's it, Roach. Go, go. Nice tune.
Reginald Aubrey has returned.
What is that
Not to
called?
be missed. Buy your tickets now. Available from me alone.
The guard brings peace to our domains. Flout its writ and rot in jail.
Let's go. Late. Why does that not surprise me?
Well, well. I did not expect you to have such a sense of style. Not all bad. Nothing like a budding artist, of course, but... just one other detail. Here, put it on.
A mask?
All who attend the Mandragora soiree wear them. If you have one on, no one asks who you are.
Any idea why they wear masks?
Likely because they imagine it oh so very romantic and mysterious. The truth is far simpler. This way, no one can tell which drunken aristocrats are pinching the performers.
Let's go. Soiree's started.
Wise of you to hide your weapons. They'd not have let us in otherwise, that's certain. How do we find the Synthrian? Have you a plan?
Key is not to spook him. Need to ask after his partner, Cecilia, first. Less likely to raise suspicions. As soon as we find her, we find him. Especially since he might be expecting us.
What do you mean?
Ran into some of his thugs in town. Knew who I was. Had it in for me.
Right. Right you are. We must proceed with caution. Come, it's our turn.
Madame, Monsieur, an extraordinary pleasure to welcome you to the Mandragora's soiree. Tonight, I particularly recommend you direct your attention to the performances prepared by artists of our community.
Tell us about these performances.
This evening, the Mandragora has the honor to present 3 superb displays of artistry. The first was a concert by Cecilia Belont, a singer whose voice, were it stone, would surely be a diamond. Sadly, Mademoiselle Cecilia has sung.
Shame. We would have loved to hear her.
Luckily, you are in time to see the great Calesti, a master of visual illusions, come to us from far off Afir.
Visual illusions. Interesting. And the third artist?
The third and fourth, for they are a duo, are the Tuven brothers, presenting their newest pantomime.
We were really hoping to meet Cecilia Belont.
You are admirers, I surmise. I'm certain you will have ample opportunity to converse with her.
It cannot be easy to identify anyone in this crowd. Perhaps you could help us find her.
I don't know where she is now, but I can give you a clue.
Let's hear it.
Seek the Kaveri orchid.
Meaning?
Cecilia wears one in her hair. You shall recognize her easily by the orchid.
Well, well. Dandelion's always complaining about artists being poor as temple mice.
The residence belongs to none of them. They are guests here. Oriana, she owns this. Woman in the black dress. There, on the balcony.
Got her. Doesn't wear a mask?
It would be pointless. All would know her anyway.
Kaveri Orchid. Let's look for it. If we find Cecilia, we'll find the Cintrian.
Greetings.
Do you fear taking a bath?
She ought to be in one of the alcoves.
Please do not disturb. One false move will ruin us to the entire community. Here, a strong, subtle soul requires great precision.
Go on, Geralt, be bold. Show us the artist in you. The paintballs, cast them at the canvas.
And behold your emotions. Good folk, yet another soul longing to experience.
Paradise, paradise, all the dead.
Silence. The artist must focus.
Gods, scarlet crimson oxblood. I see lips, full sensually parted lips. Quite the noble color. Splendid. The sky over Toussaint and West.
Or a deeply internalized fear of intimacy?
Should you tire of these hues, drop them in the pail and grab a different. I got it. It's the solitude.
It's not a landscape, you pleb. It's a manifestation of the man's soul.
Blue blood is all I see. Wine, wine, wine renders all art digestible.
Please do not disturb. One false move will ruin us to the entire
That green, lush and verdant as a field of vines.
to vines and to wine.
It's obvious. It represents transgression in its purest form.
Composition takes shape.
Yes, it's sure to be a masterpiece.
Free a strong and subtle soul requires great precision. Please do not disturb.
Should you tire of these hues, drop them in the pail and grab a different array.
Free a stone subtle soul requires great...
Voila! Fine. Now, allow me a moment to ponder. My appraisal? The painting depicts spiritual dualism. The continual battling between good and evil. And defiance.
Oh yes, that's him all right. Good versus evil. The dualistic nature of man.
And defiance.
You look to me, artist of immense talent. It must be something famous, I think.
Absinthe, the preferred hooch of artists.
Careful, it packs a pretty powerful punch.
I've built up a pretty powerful resistance.
This painting, it's rather... It's very...
Bloody colorful, that's what! Ignoramus. True talent paints like the great power. The great power.
Do not disturb! Shoo! Shoo!
It's the right flower.
Of course it is! A Koviri orchid lends just the right contrast to her complexion.
Need to talk to your model. It'll only take a minute.
To me?
Lie still! You may speak, but for love's sake, do not move.
Wow. Impressive portrait.
I know the style, the stroke. This is Dorian Velez.
The gracious lady has heard of me?
I've heard Anna Henrietta herself wished you to paint her portrait once.
At one point, the palace chamberlain even wrote to me, but alas, ultimately refused my terms.
What was the matter?
When he learnt I only ever paint nudes, he severed all contact. He said he would not dare offend her illustrious highness with such a proposition. I've always longed to paint her. Such a shame.
I think you may still get your chance.
We came here to meet you, specifically.
To meet me? But why?
Centrian noble you came here with. Wanted to ask you about him.
Centrian noble. Ah! You must think I'm Cecilia.
Orchid confused me.
I told you not to move!
As she concluded her performance, Cecilia tossed the flower into the crowd. I caught it, but I did see the nobleman.
Really like to talk to him. What did he look like?
Like many here. Tall, dark, masked.
Know where he might be now?
He gave Cecilia a small gift, a heart-shaped box. Then they strolled off together towards the refreshment tables.
Excuse me, madame, monsieur, I cannot work like this. You must leave now.
That's to say...
Do take care, my child.
It must be someone famous, I think. Such talent. Exceptional truth.
It's whatever your wants, as you've made no effort to understand. It's a metaphor of the constant struggle for power and influence.
What else will they think of? If they can't agree, they will cut the line. What's that?
Love letter penned on a napkin. Look.
Oh, my amour, my sunbeam flittering across the firmament of my life. Trickly refuse.
Color is but the shadow of deliberations on the nature of existence. We must throw off the manacles of form, venture beyond the bounds of cognition.
We should walk past the tables. Perhaps they're still there. Well, never.
Color is but the shadow of deliberations on the nature of existence. It is irrelevant to the work's ultimate meaning. We must throw off the manacles of form, venture beyond the bounds of cognition. It must be so.
Hit of Fistech. Artist's way of numbing their existential pain.
And do not even wish to comment.
It is irrelevant to the work's ultimate meaning.
Heart-shaped box. Cecilia must have left it behind.
It looks like it held a flask of perfume. A gift from the Synthrian, I imagine.
Scent still hangs in the air. Let's follow it.
Color is but the shadow of deliberations on the nature of existence. It is irrelevant to the work's ultimate meaning.
Yeah, I like this shit piece. I'm going to spill.
Such deception true.
I remind like slightly nostalgic. No?
True talent paints like the great.
We must throw off the manacles of form. Venture beyond the bounds of